Hey everybody, it is Kyra with Angelic.Elixirs, and we are doing another general reading. I have to remember to talk louder because the first time I saw it on Spotify, that was, yeah, no. But yeah, we're gonna jump straight into it. I feel like I have enough space, but I'll try to speak extra loud so everybody can hear me. I'll do a quick mic check really quick, and we are going. I think I heard something. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. Oh, okay, I did. Okay. Good lord. Not trying to take all day on that. But yeah, cleanse the space. I'm tired. I don't know if anybody else is tired. Already got my hair up. Ready. Okay, a quick shuffle. Low key freaky. Popping out all of a sudden. Low key freaky. Okay. One more. Video shuffle. Okay. I do see similar taste in music. So you got, okay. I guess this must be a really good shuffle. These are cards are all over the place and did not go the way I expected. Okay, and now they're like about to fall off the table. What is going on? Okay, so somebody I guess really has similar taste in music, like crazy similar, eerily similar, something like that. I don't know why that just happened. Hello and welcome to everybody just joining. I'm gonna do one more shuffle because that was a little chaotic. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, I will remember to talk louder and use the bass that is in my voice to transmute my words into being. But yeah, let's see what's up today. Oh my god, it's Kelly! My favorites on here of all time. Ooh, in trouble with the law. That keeps coming out in the true emotion. Okay. I think I'm just gonna take this entire stack that just fell. And those. Okay, so we got tongue tied at the back of the deck. I have to do these first because half the time I like forget to look at the ones that are at the back of the deck till like the reading's all over and I'm like, oh damn, should I do another part? Oh, I forgot to invert it. Hold on. Yes, howdy, everybody. Howdy, welcome. Okay, so we do have tongue tied here. And who's this? Danita Terrell. Hey, Wiki. Hey. But yeah, thinking of you intimately on the back of the deck. And then we have like Loki Freaky has showed up at the top of the deck when I was, or no, it had fell out or whatever when I was shuffling it. So, yeah, you make somebody nervous, or you get nervous when you're around somebody. Like somebody might start stuttering, like little emojis that I do on here, like the shyness. Oh my, you're so cute. Oh, things done in secret. What's behind that? July. Okay. So anyway, we have in trouble with the law. That already, I mean, unless somebody like legitimately has like some legal issues or like corporate issues, I don't know what's going on. But from the True Emotional Oracle, which you can get in my shop, it kept having this like police station card come out. So it was like giving the vibe of like somebody getting caught, but it's like somebody's actually in like trouble, not some kind of trouble they can get out of or get away from, but or like on an emotional level, like we was getting workplace romance, all kind of craziness. So anyway, we did have Daddy's Girl, so this could be what the reading's about. Somebody might be close with their father, needed love from their father, need to be close with them. Yeah, it's a nervous smile, not forgiveness. Okay. This kind of makes me think that there might be like a conversation coming up between you guys where somebody will like want to smile or try to like hold it back or not smile as much, but there's something about, I mean, it could have already happened, but something about just someone's like smiling, but it's just because I'm like, I don't know what to do, brother. Not because I'm happy with you. But Oh, and then something could be happening in October or changing in October. I just heard we fell in love in October. I think that was a like big theme last year. Like the month of October was like crazy with the readings. But yeah, something about like we fell in love in October. So I feel like the month of September is gonna be building up to something maybe. I'm like all cheesy. I was literally just so like tired and exhausted and ready to go to sleep, and now all of a sudden I'm like ah. But anyway, oh, determined to have you. Please ignore the 2 week old nails that are going on right now. We're gonna act like I had time to do that before the live. Well, yeah, somebody here is like, this gives me like chariot energy. And then I don't know like why these like hearts are kind of making me think of that like that flame on the heart emoji, heart and flames emoji, like something on fire, like somebody's on fire for you. I mean, especially all this tongue tied, low key, freaky, things done in secret. Like, what? Yeah, give it up. So I don't know, maybe somebody, I don't know why my first thought was somebody wants you to like give it up sensually, but this also makes me think, especially if you were like putting on some kind of front or some kind of struggle for this person, especially with that it's a nervous smile, not forgiveness, like somebody's not forgiving someone for something. Somebody wants you to just like stop, please, give it up. But yeah, we have June that actually came out. I think I did see July. So what is that? Cancer, Leo. I think that's it. Yeah. This beginning of June is Gemini, I think, like the very beginning. I don't know. No. Anyway, I know that July 11th is Cancer, so, and I know July is Leo season. And then end of July, Virgo, I guess, but reciprocity. So this is very interesting energy already. Like this is already giving me like, Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. I feel like maybe for a lot of people there was a lot of like one-sidedness, a lot of like runner chaser vibes, one person giving a lot more to the connection than the other. Like all of a sudden I'm like, I don't know why I'm like my heart is racing and I feel like super like nervous and like giddy all of a sudden. So I feel like that's like somebody's, oh, the back of that. Whoa, we got love letters. I did not mean to look at that, but yeah, I feel like there's gonna be some kind of like heavy romance going on with somebody, and I just feel like I don't know. I feel like a lot of people feel like romance is dead, but I feel like people who think that romance is dead for them. So I mean, no offense, but it's just you created where it exists, right? So, anyways, that kind of was oxymoron, but it makes sense. So reciprocity just kind of giving me like there's actually going to be this equal give and take between you guys. I feel like there was something that happened like around June or July, like something major that may have happened, or like there was some kind of shift, or like some kind of like something had started to change. I feel like maybe that was all this like angriness and upsetness or whatever it is that somebody wants somebody to give up. But yeah, reciprocity just makes me think like somebody's actually willing, open to, and able to give back to this. So I don't know if this person who's like it's a nervous smile, but I don't want to forgive you. I don't know if that's this person who's actually going to be able to, like, hey, I'm ready to give to you, or if it's like, hey, I'm not ready to forgive you because I'm ready to see some reciprocity. But interestingly enough, we have 4 weeks also coming out. 4 weeks. It's going to be in October. So, you know, kind of fucking interesting, right? Kind of fucking interesting. So we'll leave that there in front of the little Versace right there. But yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and go to the back of that. But I mean, already it's just giving me pretty positive energy. Like I'm kind of excited to get into the tarot already. Also, I'm sorry if I'm missing. Wait, 4 weeks is your birthday. No way! Is this a personal reading for you? I was literally about to say I'm so sorry if I'm missing everybody's comments, and then somehow I literally that's the only comment I saw. That's crazy. Are you Scorpio? What did I say? She is a Scorpio because I remember your post. You definitely give the Scorpio vibes for sure, for sure. But anyways, yeah, back up in trouble with the law. Oh, okay, we got judicial system. So I mean, even if it's not like literally the law, I just feel like it's something about like documents or like something about court proceedings, paperwork, something like that, like legality wise, or something having to do with that. I don't know if that has to do with this person or if that's just like a side note or whatever. But yeah, we have judicial system. And then if it is in terms of like something metaphorical, we'll see what comes out in the tarot. that could just be like somebody doing the right thing here, or somebody doing the right thing for the connection. Last day of Libra. Libra cusp. I always like cusp. My special person happens to be a Leo Virgo cusp. Cusps are pretty fucking cool. But yeah, somebody. Oh, okay. So whatever's on the back of this is very special. I hope, because it just fell all over the floor. So I'll let you guys read it first. Please, I hope it's nothing crazy. What does it say? I have a new understanding of you. Okay. So somebody is like, this is, I just feel like following up on the readings about somebody's like eyes are kind of opening up about someone. I feel like maybe that's why someone's going to be more open to like giving and receiving from somebody. I feel like maybe even before someone was not open to receiving from someone else as well. Like maybe that was like less about like giving to someone, but also more about like someone didn't want conversation, somebody didn't want connection, somebody didn't want, empathy or like something like that, where somebody's actually going to be allowing someone to like be there for them. But something happened within these last couple of something. And something could have even happened in the last 4 weeks as well that just gave somebody a new understanding. Or I feel like it's something that's been building up since like June or July, maybe, since like Cancer, Leo season. On the back of Daddy's Girl, yeah, Mama's Boy. So I feel like you guys are like opposites in that way, where one person might be close or was close with their dad. Because I know that I would still be considered, Daddy's Girl, even if I hadn't spoken to my dad in a while. But we're cool now. We're cool now. On the back of Give It Up, yeah, we have Imbecile. So that two things came. I don't know what all this like hair is like stuck in my lip. But two things came in mind when like Give It Up and Imbecile. Is that for one, like somebody wants someone to like give up all this like angriness. Maybe somebody's been a little petty. That did come out in one of the readings that I'm gonna be posting to my subscribers only. I'm finally gonna start getting into all that stuff too. But it was just basically like somebody knows that what they did was like really stupid, and they want somebody to just like, hey, please, I'm ready to give this up. But on the other end, I feel like somebody is also like giving up a certain mindset or understanding that they had of somebody, like we saw in this card. You think he has a good understanding now. The LOL makes me feel like there should be a demon emoji after that sentence. So whatever the understanding was, especially with the last couple of readings, it was not like a gentle coming to and understanding. It was like somebody, what was I put in one of the videos? Somebody brought somebody to church. Like I literally heard that in my head. I was like, oh wow, that is yes. So anyway, on the back of Give It Up, yeah, I already read that. But yeah, and so somebody just like somebody knows that the way that they were thinking was idiotic. They know that what they did was stupid. They want you to give up being upset with them. They're ready to give up how they were. We got May. All the way back to May. So someone could have been building for like the last 6 months, 4 to 6 months. Like all these months. Okay, that's interesting. Back of reciprocity. Oh, we saw that. The love letters. But okay, so the exciting part, we're gonna do the tarot, the oracle, tarot, the oracle. Obviously, we're gonna do the tarot because, yeah, this energy is very interesting. Like, I don't know, it's very clear and direct, and have like I don't know. Sometimes for the lives, maybe it's because I got like the OGs in the chat today. But when it's a lot of energy, it'd be like a whole bunch of different cards. I'm like, damn, is this supposed to go together? Or is this a side note? What the fuck is this? But I do my best, of course. But what am I gonna? I do want to do like a quick in trouble with the law judicial system, just cause I don't know. I like to get the stuff that makes one anxious out of the way first, instead of like let's focus on all the love and stuff, and then 2 seconds we'll focus on the serious shit you really need to focus on now. Like no. So in trouble with the law. Okay, Ace of Pentacles could have to do with money in some way, and Seven of Pentacles. It definitely have to do with money. Saucers are literal pentacles. But in this one, Ace of Pentacles is it's almost like somebody being extracted, what they call it, the cow is being abducted by the alien. And so for one, the ace is like somebody being gifted something, being given something, but for that coming out with in trouble with the law, judicial system. And I liked how I was reading them before, where I kind of read them as like the pairs they showed up with. This almost makes me think like a Seven of Saucers or Seven of Pentacles is all about like somebody building up something. Also, what more does this say? Lady being abducted? Oh, I remember reading about this in the book. Thank you, Wookie. Right when I look at the screen. But basically, it was a farmer and his wife, and they had this ranch, and they were taking care of all this stuff. And then, like, his wife was sad and heartbroken, whatever. And then she got abducted by aliens. Instead of her being like sad about it, she's like has her arms raised. She's having the time of her life, ready to go party with the aliens. Full on fantasy land, fetishes probably being accomplished. That was coming up a lot in these readings, like something about guilty pleasures or something like that. I don't know why that whole train of thought just happened. So that is for someone very specific here. But something about money or something tied to somebody's money. Something could be also like tied to the workplace in some way for these to be all about pentacles. That also kept coming out in the past readings, like workplace affair, reckless sex, all this crazy ass stuff. So yeah, this kind of make me think like there's something I feel like there's also maybe being gifted to someone with like that whole judicial system, somebody doing the right thing. It doesn't have to be like necessarily like a physical thing, but I'm just getting like something like it's surprising. Like it's with that Seven of Pentacles, this is something that someone has worked on for a long time. Somebody has like planned not only like, you know, you sowed the seeds, but you planted it, you watered it, you trimmed off the leaves, you peeled off the freaking moth caterpillars that are oozing green dookie buds all over the collard greens and kale. Okay. You done take care of the product. And so I feel like there's something about, especially with reciprocity being at the end there, that somebody's going to be getting like this big, like, I don't know, like it's not just this, what is this, seven saucers? You know, I feel like that's significant where they're like seven different things. And out of all these, this one was selected. You know, they're all looking for something, they're all looking for someone. But this one is like, no, there's no we. This one came and searched for that cow. Like, there's only one. It's in more detail, it's bigger, brighter, bigger, badder, you know. So there's something about like there's something I feel like someone will be like reaping the reward of this. I have a new understanding of you. I am gonna pull cards, but I do want to just share the shock with you of asking about the understanding, recalling the craziness that this person thinks that you're unhinged, and then La Llorona showing up, the Empress. Okay, so I feel like this partially has to do with the understanding that someone had of you. Where like that's why I love this deck so much, like Tarot of the Unexplained, because they like do the interpretations a little bit different. Where you know the Empress is usually about like a mother figure, someone who's very fertile, they're very grounded, they gently lead people. But obviously, if you know anything about the story of La Llorona, this is a crazy ass bitch. I mean, she accidentally, I think, what is it? She drowned her children in the bathtub accidentally. TikTok, please don't bleep me. I'm just recalling historical facts, okay, and stories. But yeah, and then she basically went on to like, yeah, something about like her husband. She found her husband cheating on her, something like that. She lost her mind, and then she ended up like doing something to her children that was harmful. And then she went on to go on haunting cheating ass niggas for like the rest of all eternity. And that is kind of how I feel like somebody saw you. So I don't know, maybe that's what had to do with it. It may not be everything, or maybe only part of it. But I don't know if that had to kind of do with something that happened with this person having like a new understanding of you, because it does have like the heart here, and I'm looking at like the little heartbreak there. But I feel like somebody kind of like had to show somebody like another side of them that maybe they were not expecting at all. But let's pull a couple cards for this. I have a new. Oh, exactly, too. Thank you. New understanding of you. Besides La Llorona. Ooh, we're gonna have to look this one up. Both of them? Thunderbird and the Hoop Snake. Oh, the Thunderbird. What is this? It wouldn't be Judgment. Did I put the damn book away? I did. I put the book away. But these cards, I will hold it up more in a second. You know, once I got the book in my hand. But yeah, number 11, number 10. Interesting. Inner strength. Isn't that the strength card? I'm pretty sure it is. 2 seconds, everybody. Justice. I knew it was something like that. Crazy because, you know, we're talking about the judicial system. In trouble with the law. I have a new understanding of you. Justice card literally coming out. I mean, so for one, I feel like somebody like definitely sees you as someone who does the right thing. Like even though like she's like covered in all of this extra stuff on her clothing, I do know that the clothing is still white. I was seeing that in one of the past readings where like the clothing on like two different cars it was white. So somebody sees someone in like this pureness, this innocence, but not like in like a weird way, but just more like they see you as flawless. They're just like, oh, everything that you do has a good reason. Like everything, maybe if somebody wasn't understanding the reasons for why you did things before, they're definitely understanding now. And so for us talking about the judicial system, and I have a new understanding of you, and now justice card literally coming out, so somebody definitely sees you as like, especially that coming out with La Llorona, just somebody who's seen as like a very aggressive woman, especially, one who goes after cheaters. So they may not be for everybody, but for some people, this person may have been a little Casanova y on the side. But it's like, it's almost like this person sees that anger and that rage as like it's justified in certain situations. Some people call that divine rage or divine, divine justice. And so, hoop snake. What is on? Hold on. Wheel of Fortune. These are definitely not in order. So that makes sense why I'm like number 10. This is what? Okay, so yeah, these aren't even in the same order as original tarot. Wait, yes it is. Because it's number 10. Okay, never mind. Pretty much I didn't say that. I don't know what I'm talking about sometimes. Wheel of Fortune. Like I feel like they see the full picture now. Like everything has come full circle. Also with the snake eating the tail, one that's Ouroboros. I don't know if anybody else that is. But also that makes me think of the show. I'll remember it later because I'm probably gonna spend way too long trying to think of it. But it has Bill Skarsgård in it, and he was like a vampire and had like werewolves and gypsies, and like it was like it's on Netflix. It starts with the age. I know that much. Ellie Goulding, I think, is also in it. Anyway, something like that might be significant. But something about like the snake eating his tail. I feel like it's somebody. What do they call it? Like biting their own foot or like biting their own tongue, something like that. One of those, like, I hear somebody say that, something like kind of saying like that, where I feel like that's how this person kind of have felt, but now it's like, yeah, almost like somebody's eating their own word, or like they're eating their words, almost. Like, I feel like somebody, whatever understanding they have of you, you like help to bring like the full picture to this person. And not only that, but it's like they see the full picture of you, where I feel like maybe like they weren't understanding where like they were seeing you in one way as like, either very bright and positive, or they were seeing you as like very like negative sides of you, and they weren't seeing how that mixed in with like the more positive sides or like the lighter sides of you. And so I feel like whatever happened with that whole you taking someone to church, they learned something at service that day. But what am I trying to? What is in the back of this? Give it up, imbecile. Yeah, what is this, imbecile? What is this, imbecile? Oh, okay. Hunter of Ghosts. Okay, I accept it. It was like hovering, and then I was like, am I gonna put it back? Am I gonna change it? Hunter of Ghosts. What is that? There's a fan. This is the Knight of Swords and the Puka. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to probably look at that a little bit in the book because the Puka has, definitions on its own. But the Knight of Swords is someone who is very mentally driven. It's somebody who's incredibly smart, incredibly witty. I feel like maybe that's the understanding this person also has of you. Especially that's under like daddy's girl. So maybe like somebody came across as like that. Like people would underestimate someone's intelligence or underestimate like how smart or creative they were or how capable they were because somebody liked pink or because somebody listened to a certain type of music or because somebody didn't talk a lot and I just heard sirens. And so I feel like there's something about like this person like underestimated you in some way and they're really like eating their words right now. That's what I'm hearing. And so with the Hunter of Ghosts, this does also like specify that like the connotations that are just getting added to this. So this talks about someone who is basically they're a novice or they're new in something. So that could be like new in spirituality, new in a career path, new in trying a new business or hobby, whatever. But it's like something that someone is new in, but it's like they know a lot and they've been like initiated into it in some way, or they're like they know certain like inside things or like how to move around. Like it's like someone who knows enough to like know how to move around in a certain category or entity. I don't know how to describe that. And so what they talk about are like the hand gestures that she's doing, you know, where it's like it shows like if you know, you know, that's basically the whole vibe of this card in this deck is IYK, IYK. Wait, IYK, IYK. Why am I like stumbling over that? But whatever. The card said tongue tied, so here we go. Okay. But yeah, it's basically just like somebody who they are aware of certain things beyond what the normal person sees. And it's like now something has happened where it allows this person to kind of see, like, oh, I kind of seeing the fuller picture. This person does kind of know what they're talking about. So I don't know, like, if there was something where you were maybe like talking to this person about spirituality or talking to this person about business ideas, talking to them about like certain things that you felt like they, of all people, would understand. And they maybe didn't think that you knew what you were talking about because you were new, or they didn't think you knew what you were talking about because of the way that you believed it, like the way how she's like dressed, where she's not seen as someone who will be like seen as a normal, regular, everyday person. I mean, this to me is obviously a normal, regular, everyday person, but we know how the status quo in society is. But yeah, like she's got tattoos all over. So somebody here could like tattoos could be a thing for them, and it's basically talking about like her energy is like basically radiating so fucking hard that like a whole like entity was just completely drawn into her. Like it came from the ethers, wherever the fuck, and was drawn in. It did say something about it might be like Mary Magdalene or Mother Mary, like so someone might like relate to those people in spirituality or like need to pray on them or whatever. But yeah, it was just basically saying like this person's energy was just radiating so hard that yeah. But then we have the puka, which is where we're gonna have to whip out the guidebook again because it does say in this deck, you know, usually the six is all about the lovers. You know, this is the lover's card. And, you know, usually lovers is about a choice, but the puka is a creature of mischief. You know, it's something that it appears one way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just look it up because it was, yeah, it basically just said do not apply your normal interpretations of that card as normal. So, especially for like Daddy's Girl, Imbecile, like I just feel like there's something about the way that somebody was seeing you was just not accurate, especially you coming out as Hunter of Ghosts, you know, Knight of Swords. This isn't, you know, especially like the way that these suites progress. It goes from like fan of ghosts to Hunter of Ghosts. So, it, you know, if somebody wasn't just a fan of something, like, oh my God, I love that, just the Daddy's Girl vibe. Oh my God, I'm so happy with this. Oh my God, it's just, oh my God, I read tarot. You know, it was like, no, I look for this shit. I'm a bit experienced in what I'm talking about. It's kind of the vibe. But anyway, yeah, I don't know why I'm stuck on that. But let us look at the puka. It says connections, relationships, trust. Did I look up? Oh, I didn't even think I read the thing for Thunderbird. Hold on. Rewinding a little bit. Hold up. Yeah, as soon as I realized it was Justice card, I just got completely. Yeah, but anyway, courage, conviction. I just want to read the phenomena. It says experiences that you can't explain because only you get it. That for I have a new understanding of you. So I feel like there's some that keeps coming out in the readings. Like there's some kind of experience, like supernatural or paranormal, something having to do with dreams, vision, whatever that happened with this person that you and this person maybe shared, or this person has awareness of you that like has completely opened their eyes to the other side, has opened their eyes to a completely different awareness of how like everything is. And I feel like it took you like getting into a certain type of energy for all the pieces to kind of fit together a certain way, but it's just like somebody's not seeing life the same at all anymore. But yeah, basically it's like it's something where this person can't even like talk to anyone else about it. Like as much as I don't know, I'm getting like as much as maybe you were trying to talk to this person and share it, and they were just like this wall or this closed door. I feel like now this person has had some experience that is like unexplainable to them. That now it's like they've surrounded themselves by people who would not believe them or would not give them the time of day to listen. Kind of sad. But anyway, back onto the puka and this daddy's girl imbecile energy. Yeah, connections, relationship, trust, pranks, harmony, open communication, and honesty. So the phenomena associated with this are sudden disappearance and reappearance of objects. I don't know if you ever heard of that, like keys, phones, and money. The Fae appear to you, and Will o' the Wisp. I do not know what that is or means. So maybe that's obviously for somebody here. But as a shape-shifting fairy, the Puka lives in two worlds and inhabits two bodies that are tied as one spirit. The Puka is shown sitting in a bed of poppies, the flower we derive opium from. The Puka is looking at you, the card reader. Three UFOs in the constellation Gemini are overhead. Pukas are tricksters and use their shape-shifting abilities to appear as rabbits, beautiful women, horses, and cats. And so it says if it's a card puzzle for you, take the time to think about it. Um, don't interpret it the same way, blah, 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 blah. So it says, are you being open and honest with others? Are others trying to gaslight you or twist the truth? With this influence, you will find language loopholes to trick you. Don't let them. So it's almost like, yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's like somebody here, they thought that they could like word things a certain way or do things a certain way or leave you out of the loop in a certain way or not communicate with you in a certain way because they saw you as some like inexperienced person. So they was like they were almost living like a double life with like how they operated versus how they showed you how they operated, but it was because they were seeing you as something else. But now I feel like this whole new understanding that they have is that they're now seeing the double of you. They're seeing the duality of you, the side of you that's like you show to the surface, that you show to the people, and the side of you that seems to even maybe to this day remain hidden. But yeah, I'm gonna look up what's this. It's a nervous smile, not forgiveness. What's on the back of that? Oh, I did not read the back of this one. This one always comes out on very specific type of readings. Vasopressin, stress bonding for women. This might be some indicators if you are in a positive or negative relationship, and or if you're just going through a stressful time. In women, you know that you are having like an overload of stress hormones because you will lose sensual arousal. You will not want to do nothing. You'll be tired all the time, low libido as fuck. And they also tend to be pretty aggressive, hostile. You get angry a lot more often. Very low tolerance for bullshit. You know how that goes with somebody that you know and are dating that is kind of being a piece of shit. So, but in men, I did my research. Okay, this is why it's written out in the whole card. I did my research on this. On the flip side, in men, vasopressin causes arousal. Okay, protection, loyalty in men. That's insane to me. That's insane to me. But also it makes sense because that's how, men, after you do a little bit of research, obviously men tend to operate a little bit different. But for whenever this comes out in these readings, this gives me the sign of like, for once, it's like people following this cycle of like, you get mad, you come back, you get mad, then you come back. Because at the very end, it says, do not satiate too quickly. Because I feel like that's where it also says like people fall into the loophole of like giving up their bodies too quickly, whatever you're comfortable with, but where they're looking for love. And then there is apparently this fine line where love happens later for men than it does for women. And so there's something about like, this stress that the relationship goes through is necessary for like the growth of you two. It's also natural. Because it's like, one, if you were never stressed out or if you were never arguing or anything, one, that means somebody's lying. If everything just seems like absolutely picture perfect on the surface from day one. But two, I feel like, it's like all these disagreements in certain things, they help you to, one, understand the other person, to understand if you can operate with them on certain levels, how you operate. And it also just helps you to kind of like keep building from something stronger. So for this to keep coming out, and then that's on the back of, it's a nervous smile, not forgiveness. However upset somebody thinks they are at somebody. Yeah, I feel like they're just looking at them like this puka. With like they're sitting with their back kind of towards the camera, but their head is kind of facing away, but turned a little to the side, giving a little side eye with a little smile, like just very mischievous energy is what I get from this connection. Like I feel like the feminine is very mischievous. Like the daddy's girl is almost giving me like bratty vibes. Like somebody might like that, like the subby, bratty, daddy, dommy type of stuff. I don't know why we are talking about that, but yeah, I feel like somebody here, they like that. Like they like that. Like somebody likes when somebody gets mad. But I feel like somebody here, they did too much. Like somebody did way too much. And they were not expecting La Llorona to show the fuck up. Okay, they were not expecting Miss OG Man Eater to show the fuck up. Okay, so for whatever reason, that's hilarious to me, and I accept that. It's a nervous smile, not forgiveness, and vice versa. What the fuck is that about? I mean, besides the obvious. I don't even know why I'm laughing so much. I feel like that's gonna be somebody's energy. Is this like giddy ass? Like you have to watch the last couple of readings to understand why the fuck this is so hilarious. I guess we're pulling three. I guess we're pulling three in the back. So you have to watch the last couple of readings to understand why this card is so funny. The Bell Witch. It literally came out on the last live. I mean, not too surprising when the same cards come out, but it is a little bit when you talk about the same thing. For talking about somebody's whole vibe, it's a nervous smile, not forgiveness. Like what I drew on these, where it's like a smile, but then it's an angry face over there. Like I feel like that's the energy that somebody gives to somebody. We're like, I'm happy with you. No, I'm really upset. Now we're like, I'm actually happy with you. And somebody does not know how to like understand that. But it's like it works out perfectly because like whoever did this in this feminine energy, they get to like release themselves. But it's like whoever this masculine is, it's a perfect match. Where obviously I feel like somebody has tried it and seen it with so many other people, and seen, wow, you don't know how to handle my emotions. You don't know how to handle my emotions. You don't understand my moves. You don't fucking get me, bitch. But I feel like whoever this masculine is, not only do they know it, they understand it, but it also helps them to be more masculine, like to be more like biologically in their energy, like to help them be more like in the energy that they want to move towards. So it's like, and not just that, from what I'm saying, this person fucking likes it. Like, they like that. They like that somebody is a little like, yeah, this came out in the whole last live, The Bell Witch. This is somebody's vibe. And like, especially like before I was even reading it, I was talking about the card. Like, somebody's vibe has this very like dark-esque, dark feminine, dark gothic type of vibe. She has like this very long, gorgeous, slim black dress on. She has like a crow on her shoulder. She kind of has like this little smirk on her face. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but especially talking about the card, it's a nervous smile, not forgiveness. Like it did say, what are they called? They called the gold Black Phillip, which I don't know why it's so funny to me. I don't know why the gold is called Black Phillip. I hope I'm not disrespecting anybody's ancestors by laughing at that, but that was funny to me. And so then, as I started to read about it in the book, it basically said like, I actually kind of want to pull it out, but it was basically saying like something about like some weird phenomena would start happening. There was like violent poltergeist activity, being pushed, pinched, grabbed, slapped, or scratched by unseen entities. Like it was some weird ass stuff. And I was reading something else, and all of a sudden I saw like maybe something streak across the sky, and I was like, "What in the fuck is this?" On the middle of the live. Apparently there was a meteor shower. So where we at? I see that from my room, right outside. So that was beautiful. But anyway, that's somebody's vibe here. Is this Bell Witch? They've said that the Bell Witch is basically one of the oldest known true ghost stories, where this lady was like haunting these people left and right and doing all kind of deeds to these people. And oh, that card. How many? Oh, I didn't know that another card came out behind that. I was like, damn, I didn't know I grabbed four. The fuck? But yeah, that's literally somebody's vibe. Like Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Saucers at the top of the deck. Like somebody sees someone that's in game. Like they see someone that's like somewhere they want to plant their roots at. They want to plant their feet down. Like they really see like the value of somebody. They see what you bring to their life. But yeah, I did not see Hollow Earth here. And it was behind the Six of Swords. So I'm kind of gonna like read it like that. Very interesting. But Hollow Earth 21, what is that? The World? I'm pretty sure. Oh, let's not look at Hollow Earth. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the world. It's all about, beginnings and endings, a culmination of things. Yeah, a sense of accomplishment, finishing a masterwork. Wasn't I already getting that card also with the Justice and the Wheel? Was something, one just a cycle, but something coming to a close, something beginning, somebody finally like seeing the full picture of something. So I feel like there's something about like, yeah, it's a nervous smile, not forgiveness. I don't know why I just keep seeing like an encounter like between you two, like between two people. I don't know why I see like it's like at night for whatever reason. I don't think I showed this card. My bad. But finishing a masterwork. Like when we're talking about that Seven of Pentacles here, like somebody's putting a lot of time, a lot of effort into something, planted a lot of freaking seeds, plucked out a lot of caterpillar babies, did a lot of motherfucking watering and plant fertilizer. And so, yeah, it says that finding strange caves, portals, hidden doors, or openings. Interesting. Which is also weird because I remember random ass side note, but I was at work today and like I was driving my tug and I was about to park somewhere. And then all of a sudden, when I was about to park, I had this like weird ass feeling and I was super uncomfortable. And I looked up and I realized I was underneath some stairs and I like backed up and I like did not want to park there. And so, from what I've seen and heard and researched a little bit, is that like certain places are like portals for things, like especially if you're out in nature around like trees and stuff. And I think one of these other cards was talking about the Fae. And so, like certain trees that are in certain shapes, like they're like, oh, don't walk past that. I used to also not believe in ghosts. So, for those who doubt. But anyway, yeah, it just says the hollow earth floats in space surrounded by four constellations: Aquarius, Scorpio, Virgo, and Leo, like the hoop snake, which is crazy because that also fucking came out, bitch. What? Um, why are all these cards relating to everything? Okay. So, like the hoop snake, this is a card of cycles and renewal. Like I was saying, allegedly, the hollow earth can be accessed via various entry points and portals along ley lines within so called bottomless pits and from the poles. This card represents perfection and attainment, and proponents of the hollow earth theory believe that there is a perfect other world inside our visible one. So it says you're reaching a state of perfection in yourself or in a project you're completing. It was a huge undertaking, but the results are more than you could have dreamt of. If you ask to travel, this is an excellent time to do so overseas. Clearly, if you are still in here, that specifically makes me think of you. I mean, you already out there traveling, so I mean, you just, I guess, meant to do bigger and greater things going forward. But I mean, crazy. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this whole vibe I'm getting from this, like it's a nervous smile, not forgiveness. Like all I keep seeing is just like it's nighttime, it's dark. It may have rain. Like I don't know why I'm seeing like the pavement's kind of wet a little bit, and it's like somebody here's like trying not to look at someone. They're like somebody's like pouting, and it's like somebody knows this is how somebody gets, and it's like somebody I feel like is so worried that someone's gonna be like so upset with them or never forgive them. I don't know why I'm losing my voice, but whatever. But I just feel like someone was like so nervous especially if somebody had to like bring someone to justice in some way or like take them to church in some way, let them know about themselves. And it's like somebody feels like they needed that, they like that, they appreciate that, they respect that. That makes me think of this one reading where one of the cards was like, I respect what you're saying, but I'm also incredibly turned on. So like something about you being in your like full on Empress Goddess energy makes this person like drop to the knees. Like they definitely see you as like this full on vibe. Hi Kelly, I love you still. But yeah, we do have the Six of Ghosts, Six of Swords. Which is why I thought it was interesting that I did not know Hollow Earth was there. The Six of Swords is all about moving on from something, moving away from something, leaving something behind. But the Six of Swords also is about reconciliation, making up. And so the fact that I did not know Hollow Earth fell out with it, that's the only reason I was like, ooh, let me pull an extra card. I was like, maybe we should pull three just for fun. Yeah. The hidden card being, what the fuck did that say? It was a, wait, you are reaching a state of perfection, okay? In yourself or in a project you're completing. It was a huge undertaking, but the results are more than you could have dreamt of. Like that just gives me like whatever energy you put into this, it's gonna like be magnified like in a crazy way. Like, but it was hidden behind, I feel like something that seemed like a loss, something that seemed like you had to move on from something that you thought you would have to like let go of. It was like, no, you never had to let go of. It was like, from what I'm seeing, it was like it was part of a cycle. It was just like the cycle was bigger and badder this time because the next like reward is, that is the thing, you know. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Like, it's not a next cycle. It's like this is the thing, whatever this is. Something about to happen. Especially now, I'm looking at this. I forgot I'm all about the cards that we had at the end here. Like what? Like now, I'm looking at this. October and love letters. 4 weeks. What's going on? Because we have the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, not the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Portals, which is the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. What? I do want to read it from the book because I love how she describes things in here. It's very beautiful. But literally, it's like that's the ultimate wish fulfillment. So I don't know if this was, for some people it had to do with a relationship. For some people it has to do with the job and the business and the career. So for some people it has to do with the family life, wanting to build a family, have a family, feel connected to people. You know, whatever that was for somebody that they've been like working on day and night. For some people it's been multiple different goddamn tasks that they've been working on. But it's like somebody had to kind of like move away from something or leave something behind or like set it to the side temporarily is what I'm getting, in order for it to like fully mature. You know, it's almost like giving me that feeling. Yeah, and I'm just looking at this Seven of Saucers, how that light is like beaming down. Amen. How it's beaming down on the grass like that. It's giving me like somebody's like laser focused on something. And you know, when you're watching it, you don't necessarily get to see it grow. But you know, when you watch the time lapse videos over time, you see how much growth has happened. But you don't get to see it when you're like looking right at it. So something about this being cyclical. Whew, okay. Nine of Portals for It's a Nervous Smile, Not Forgiveness, Vasopressin, Stress Bonding, May and June. So somebody could be, what is that? Taurus, Cancer. Yeah. Wishes, being at peace, feeling supported, giving back. We did have that reciprocity over there. This is just seeming to keep reiterating itself. Another card about the Fae folk. Another phenomena about the Fae folk. So somebody needs to pay attention to that. And then I was just talking about that randomly again about the portals. Somebody needs to pay attention to that. Like when you get that weird ass uncomfortable feeling and it's like, oh, I feel like I shouldn't stand here. Follow that. Because like I've never felt like that before. That was very strange. And I did not like that at all. Anyway, um, spiritual beings that appear almost angelic on the flip side. Very beautiful. But yes, I feel like somebody might also experience something like that. Like I did have like a weird ass encounter with like the Holy Spirit where I literally like I felt it like wash past me and I got like full body chills and it was beautiful. So somebody might have like experiences like that where you're like very close to like energetic and angelic beings. But it says the 9-pointed star. I don't know if anybody really cares. stare at that. But the 9-pointed star hovers ominously over the sea. The portal is black and seems to radiate darkness. But this is deceiving. This is a card where amazing things happen. If you look closely at the sea below the portal, you'll see that it is not giving off darkness, but light. A quiet, pleasing light. Or is that the moon that's giving off the light? It doesn't matter. It's good. The Nine of Portals upright signifies contentment, satisfaction, and a sense of fulfillment. This is the wish card. And then, oh, she says the first time she got this card, she played the 4-digit lottery and won. The Nine of Portals. The Nine of Portals. The Nine of Portals serves as a reminder to look beyond the surface level pleasures and find true contentment and fulfillment within oneself. So it says, think about your recent fortune and luck. Has it been good? What made it good? Was it bad? If so, think about your decisions of late. So basically, one is saying like luck is on my side, and also the luck that is around someone is a combination of the energy that they put in. So if somebody feels like their life has just been absolute complete shit and they have nothing to be grateful for, tis a reflection of one's own reality. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of slide those over there. Very fucking beautiful. Like, very shocking, very beautiful. We're not done yet because we have October, reciprocity, and love letters. What is this about? What is this about? Like, what is this about? Oh, and then the 4 weeks. I feel like that all just kind of. Can you even like see it? Damn. Oh, that looks worse. We'll just leave it back there where I can view it and remind you about it on occasion. But okay. October and love letters. What is this? October, October love letters. Was that 1 or 2 cards? I'm like getting all deceived by the deck now. Like, were you 1 or 2? Okay. I'm done being strange. I guess we're taking that. Okay. Oh. I've just had some crazy stuff popped in my head. I will elaborate. 3 of Ghost for October love letters, reciprocity in 4 weeks. Obviously, confusion and slight alarm because this is the heartbreak card. You know, this is about feelings of loss, feelings of heartbreak, lost love, losing something behind. Also note significant numbers should be like 18, 18, 1877, 1821. But, you know, it's just all about heartbreak, leaving something behind. But I do, let me not move too far ahead because we're going to get to the back of the deck and what I'm seeing there. And what just popped in my head when I saw that. Anyway, it says a certain phenomena that might associate with this: 3 spirits following you. Light 2 candles. They can be votives or even birthday candles to appease them, or they will continue. So somebody might have something that's like attached to them, or it could even be like the spirit of like grief, the spirit of jealousy, like stuff like that. I'm not getting necessarily like actual entities, although for some people it might be, but it's just more so like somebody has like these like spirit of heartbreak on them. Oh, now that makes sense. Okay. Heartbreak energy. Like, just that's, I feel like, was this person's vibe. Was they were like ready for rejection. They were ready for somebody to say no. I feel like that's also why, like, this imbecile, all this coming out. I feel like somebody was just like trying to play it safe. Like, that just all popped in my head. Like, I just feel like somebody was trying to play it safe and they kept themselves like as if they were already, like, their heart was already being broken. And in doing so, they kind of broke somebody else's heart. But, the jackalope. I don't even know what in the fuck that is. So obviously I'll be reading that from the book. It appears to be a rabbit with antlers and like really beady, terrifying looking brown eyes and very hyper realistic like blood vessels in the ears. I don't know if you can see that. That is kind of strange. But five, Empress, Emperor. What comes before the Lovers? I guess not the Sweet. Why can I not remember that? Oh, the Hierophant. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Yeah. Well, interesting. Okay, so we're gonna read it. Obviously, give me a second. Ancestral spirits, spirits belonging to the land around you, following your religious upbringing, or clinging to dogmatic beliefs. Okay, the picture is being drawn for us at this moment. Phenomena, cryptic sightings, a sense that something unknown is coming, an unsettling, nervous feeling. It's a nervous smile, not forgiveness. Like I said, I keep seeing these flashes of something. I keep getting this like weird ass feeling. And I feel like, especially for like some people, where it was like for this person, this will be like a huge, like life changing thing that will have to happen. And it's like they knew this one was coming, but they were like terrified of it all the same. But now it's finally here. They're like, oh wow, it's not something to be so terrified about. But anyway, it says hairs are often seen as messengers to the unconscious or the realm of the dead. A key floats overhead, and the Marfa lights can be seen along the horizon. Marfa? I will be looking that up later. Marfa, for anybody else who wants to look that up. The addition of a pair of horns on a hare really drives home the Taurian influence of this card. So it is supposed to be giving like very Taurus vibes. I think we even had that. Was it May, June? So I was like, somebody here could be a Taurus, or just like has that like Taurus kind of energy, like solid, stable, grounded, and or stubborn, bull-headed. You know where I'm going with that. But anyway, ah, pulling this card indicates you are questioning your upbringing or religion. The influence of five makes this otherwise conservative card feel like a boat in choppy waters. This may be because the jackalope makes you question your old beliefs and shatters your worldview. If hares can have horns, what else is possible? I call this the total. I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. And so think about the key in this card. What is the key or answer to? Perhaps it leads to the source of the unsettled. Where's the damn? I'm not even holding up the right card. I picked it up without looking. Okay, so don't judge me. But perhaps it leads to the source of the unsettling feeling you or the querent have been feeling. That, I mean, we gonna move to the next list next. But that was October love letters reciprocity, 4 weeks. This unsettling feeling, this building, this growing. Like I keep saying, I feel like there's something that's gonna be happening in October. But I also feel like there was something that this person kept not wanting to see, and especially this being about somebody's like dogmatic beliefs. They're stuck in like the way that they were raised. They were stuck in believing how things were that kept them in this heartbreak energy, that kept them from going after something that could have truly been very fulfilling for them from what the fuck we see. And so, from what this is saying to me, especially with like we have all this, I have a new understanding of you. They feel like such an imbecile for not seeing you clearly. They really want you to like give it up and like please start talking to me again. They're tired of being stressed out. And so, like especially five, being all about change. Like somebody's internal belief system is being changed, which I feel like just keeps going along with these readings that we've been doing for like the past couple of weeks about like somebody's really experiencing like some crazy cognitive dissonance, like where like what they're seeing is completely not matching up with what they have been taught to believe their entire life. Like something about this person's entire belief foundation just completely being crumbled. And so then to follow that up, we have the Four of Saucers or the Four of Pentacles. So one, shit ton of saucers, like shit ton of saucers. So that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, heavy. It even says Taurus in this card as well. So heavy earth sign, but also if you're not an earth sign, it's just something about this is very grounded. Like even in the last readings that I'm gonna have to post on the for the I was gonna post for the subscribers is talking about like somebody has a very stable household now. Now it has me doing this damn live verified thing. How rude and disrespectful for them to be doing that to me. But anyway, but yeah, something about like someone has a very stable household, or like something about someone's like their foundation is solid. So whether that is someone's literal home, or whether that's like someone's psyche, someone's mind, someone's belief system, someone's foundation is solid. Meanwhile, what I'm getting is somebody else not on the same fucking page, y'all. Like, not on the same page. But to finish that up, October love letters. Besides, okay, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna get to that next. But Four of Pentacles is all about, one, all these pentacles, time, foundation. Pentacles represents things in the material, things that are solid, grounded, stable. This relationship, from what I'm seeing, is like it's finally getting grounded, no matter like how it's looking, because it's the energy is saying something completely different. I'm just going to touch on this Four of Pentacles here, but the Four of Pentacles usually is just about somebody want to hold on to something, keep something, hold it close. And a lot of the other decks, they show basically like in my Selima Tarot, it shows a little girl who goes out and she's just playing around, outside the castle, and she ends up finding like a giant treasure chest. And so she goes and she wants to go keep it. Why? Because she found something valuable. It's a treasure. She wants to hold on to it. She never wants to let it go. And so in this, it says that it also could represent greed, somebody who's a tightwad, but also somebody who's fiscally smart and has good asset management. Could say something about UFO sightings, but yeah, it says that there are four saucers fly over cows in a field. They're in perfect alignment, mimicking a stack of coins. And so it's about keeping your money in good order. But let's face it, it goes too far. This card represents the person who skips out on tipping, never offers to pick up the tab, and will never pay for a date unless both contribute to their share to the penny. That's not living. That's being insufferable. It's good to save for the future, but don't skip out on enjoying your life now. What happens if you die and never have a chance to enjoy your money? Or on the positive side, this person is likely to have a good handle on their assets. So that to me, I mean, especially with the back of that, like the back of love red letters was reciprocity. This all about like somebody being a tightwad, holding something close. I feel like somebody was holding their feelings very close to their chest to the point where it's just done nothing but lead to heartbreak, which has now led them to their own damn spiritual awakening and ego death. That's what the fuck you get, which is perfect, right? So it's not really a bad thing, right? So anyway, but that's just kind of what this says to me. It's like somebody was keeping all their cards like very close to their chest, and especially like cards, letters, like something about like written things or like things being put down on paper. But I feel like that's like kind of where this person is getting to now, where they're like I said, with reciprocity. They're kind of realizing how much they were holding back, where now they want to give more to someone. Now they want to show. It's just interesting to me that it is October in 4 weeks. So I just feel like, I don't know, just something will be building like over the next 4 weeks. And so the reason why I was saying something was very interesting is because of this redemption card. Which, if this is the one that I think it is, I think this was strength. I'm pretty sure this was strength. Hold on, let me. Y'all know I gotta, you know, gotta learn the deck a little bit here. Yep, redemption, the ranks. But I think this was the one that was about yeah, it says someone certain phenomena. Like even in the description it says fairness, the legal system, justice, redemption, but not vengeance. This is talking about the strength card. That's like how like 5 different cards and oracle indexes that have been talking about the judicial system. Like that's insane. That's insane. Let's just say that. So, like I said, either somebody's like legitimately dealing with like the law, the police, lawyer, corporate stuff, legality, letter, who knows? Or, like I said, like somebody's just seeing the right thing to do. Like, if that's not somebody in some kind of like literal legal trouble, this is like somebody in like divine trouble. I don't know, spiritual. How would you say that? Like somebody like has this fire in their chest. Like this is, I have to do this. It's in my like, what do they call, like a burning spirit, like on their heart. They feel the need to do this. Confirmation honk. I don't know if you can hear that through the mic when the cars honk and stuff, but I can hear it, so I will tell you. But yeah, confirmation honk. Like there's something like this person feels like driven to do the right thing in this situation. Like they feel driven to let somebody know, and especially with love letter confirmation honk again. Especially with love letters coming out, like that's not just somebody sending a text, "Hey, come over. I fixed us some food and let's watch a movie." Although cute, love letters to me gives a sense of dedication. Love letters to me gives a sense of like endurance. It gives a sense of permanence. It's not just like a text that somebody could easily delete. Ooh, I accidentally broke my phone. I can't retrieve those messages. Thank you also. But this is like love letters is like, no, I want you to have something you can keep. I want you to have something you can remember me by. I want you to have something that shares and expresses my thoughts and my memories to you. Like that's what I feel like this person's finally getting into. It's like they're tired of this heartbreaking ass tightwad energy when it comes to their love, especially with that the jackalope, whatever in the hell that really is. Um, it's just talking about like something about this being like a rare opportunity, a rare chance for someone, like something that's never before seen. They have an opportunity to see something that most people do not. And so, anyway, so once again, we talking about the redemption card. That immediately already in my head was it like when I first saw this at the back of the deck, it was making me think of like this is this person's redemption arc. Like I think the last video I just posted actually on this page at 11:11 was second chance romance, where somebody gets like a second chance around, they get another opportunity to do something, and it's like this time they actually like do something right. Like this is their redemption arc. This is their time to like show who they are, that they want to do the right thing, and it's like somebody actually like takes this opportunity serious. And so with love letters, I mean, somebody could literally be writing somebody love letters, but I'm also, which is crazy actually, now that wow, because I was gonna do a whole like separate reading about like this crazy series of dreams and stuff that I had where basically this person like had written me a letter and it was on some like corporate documentation, but then when I opened up the letter, a scroll fell out, like a little tiny like scroll with like it has like the wooden handles and you had to like unfurl it to read it. And so I unraveled it and then it literally said, "I love you." And I just like I shocked awake. So now all of a sudden, did love letters come out? So I don't know. It could be like literally somebody writing literal love letters, but I just feel like it's just something about like when you could be having dreams like that about communications from this person, where they're literally writing you letters or something like that, or like somebody could be writing you. Anyway, I lost where I was. In this card, oh my god, it is the card. This is the exact card I thought it was. Literally, it. So I don't even need to read from the book. Basically, this card was talking about someone who he was very adamant about not believing in something. Like it's crazy because the jackalope was also about somebody's spiritual and religious beliefs being like turned on his head. And so this man here, he was like dead set on like not believing something. And it says he has like all kind of like spiritual and scientific and religious books, and they're all like things that he firmly believes in that are like true in reality. It says that he's oblivious to the alien menace behind his head, and he has spent his entire life debunking the belief in the extraterrestrial life and or in spirituality and dreams and tarot and this and the other. I feel like there's something about you've been trying to speak to this person, planting these seeds in the Seven of Pentacles, with this person, waiting for the seeds to grow, that they were just like they were not buying it for the longest time because they're like, well, that doesn't make sense with this. Why do research on this? Why know about this? Why know how this goes? And so it says his strong convictions prevent him from seeing any other beliefs or systems as legitimate, but his redemption came when he finally made contact, although not intentionally. I'm pretty sure this came out on the last live, actually. And so it says he awoke and alien beings in his room told him the truth. He tried to ignore it as hypnagogic, but he knew it had happened. Yeah, and I was even saying like somebody might have tried to convince themselves they were crazy. They were trying to convince themselves, oh, I probably got a disorder, or maybe I got something wrong with my mind. I'm having hallucinations or something. But then there was something outside that confirmed to them that what they were experiencing was real. And now it's like they're having this cognitive dissonance. They don't know what's real. They don't know how to like interpret reality. They don't know how to see somebody else. I feel like you were like trying to speak to this person on this stuff or warn them about it in some type of way. And so it does continue to say that he knew it had happened. He later became one of the UFO community's greatest allies and spokesperson, turning his back on his former beliefs. So it says pulling this card means that you, or the person we're reading about, is being called out for dogmatic beliefs. Second card talking about dogmatic beliefs. Crazy. This card indicates that confirmation bias, that you pick and choose ideas and facts that suit your narrative. This card is telling you to open your eyes and see things from the other person's perspective. Are you being your own worst critic? You're far from perfect. Are you trying to please everyone? You can't. Don't even try. So that was definitely like giving me like this person was like people pleaser energy. Yeah, even right behind there. Advocate of Ghosts, Queen of Swords, and the Wendigo. Yeah, like Advocate of Ghosts, Queen of Swords. Like you were this very intelligent, sharp, witty person. You knew how to piece the pattern together. You knew how to put the puzzle together. Like something about like you could see the full picture when they could not. And I also feel like it has to do if this is something where it's like a secret romance or like somebody has a crush on somebody or there was just like this unawareness of like neither of you have acted on. I feel like there was something about the feminine energy could see this long before the masculine could. And the masculine, yeah, we got extraction. This person got taken up. Their whole soul has left their body at this point. I just feel like, and the Ace of Pentacles behind that. Like, yeah, I feel like something about this masculine, they tried to deny it for so long. Like, they're just like, there's no way, or I can't like that, or I've been told my whole life this is bad. Like, if they knew you like tarot, or they knew that you were goth, or they knew something about you differed from like the way that they were raised, it was like they did everything in them to try to resist it because they thought like, you know, judicial system in trouble with the law, they thought that was the right thing to do. They thought, well, no, I'm supposed to say no to this. Oh, it's supposed to seem tempting because that's what that type of energy does. Like there's something about like someone thinking that you were this like, yeah, this bell witch, seductress, temptress, oozing goddess here to steer their soul or something. I don't know. But it was just like something about this person's had a realization, and I'm getting like they were trying to resist it, and I feel like now their eyes, like with that whole like I have a new understanding of you. Now their eyes have actually been like open to who you actually are as a person, and not who they believed you to be. I mean, obviously, I feel like they still don't fully understand because you know they're just now starting to grasp it. So there will be more and more layers to uncover. Like I'm literally stumbling over my words all day. Like this tongue tied card is like really sticking out to me. Yeah, the back of that card flustered. So I feel like this is how you make somebody feel, and I feel like their reactions are gonna make somebody like laugh. But like it's cute, like the interaction between you guys. But I feel like somebody might get really nervous, and it'll be so obvious. And it's like maybe they'll be trying like really hard, like, and it's just like I don't know, just October love letters in 4 weeks. What's on the back of this thing? Done in secret. You don't have to let me. Interesting. Green flag, successful. You're not prepared. Oh, you're not prepared for my sex life. Intense lover, 50 shades? Vanilla on the back of that. Yeah, I feel like somebody's very protective. Somebody comes up, oh, better than expected. Yeah, somebody comes across as very vanilla. That is not the case. Like maybe that's how someone does come across at first. It's very tongue tied, flustered. Like a lot of what they do, they're thinking they do it in secret. But then when this person, I'm getting like when this person gets comfortable, they are an unrecognizable beast. But I do want to just pull some last oracles. Thank you to everybody who done stayed on for this long. Like I said, I was literally so tired. But I knew I was like the second that I start doing a reading, I know I'm literally just gonna feel like so much energy. I always feel so much better after like pray and I'm doing readings and stuff. So thank you guys for being here through all my tiredness. Wow. First card staring at me. What is it, guys? It's fucking police station. Why? What? Somebody wouldn't do the right thing. Maybe after somebody got caught. I don't know. But True Emotional Oracle. You can get it in my TikTok shop. I think it's on here on the live somewhere. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to remember to talk loud for the mic for the live, or else you won't be able to hear it on Spotify, on my podcast. For anybody who wants to be able to listen on the go, or if you missed the first part of the reading, you can check it out on Spotify. But yeah, let's pull a couple of cards. I am going to take that one as reverse. Heartbreak. There goes the heartbreak card right there. I mean, yes, I'll pull it up and I'll show you. But I want to pull a couple first. I don't know why I want to take that one. One more? Okay. How does that keep happening? How do I keep putting this back in the wrong deck. This is the second time this happened. The first time it happened, like I said, it's the reading. I haven't posted it yet, but I'm going to be posting it for the subscribers. Like, that was just the craziest shit that ever happened when this card came out. Once again, I put it back in the wrong deck. I'll choose you in every lifetime. Anchor soul. Somebody feels very connected to you. They feel very attached to you. They really like, they feel like you anchor them, you ground them. They finally realize like where the compass is at, where the guiding light is at. I'll choose you in every lifetime. Somebody's choosing you. But anyway, where am I gonna start? Yeah, let's just start with this heartbreak. I feel like maybe that's the current energy that this person is in or was in. That's just, yeah, I just feel, I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling like this is just gonna be going from like beginning to where it's about to be at the next time you guys see each other. But yeah, with heartbreak, I just feel like that's just kind of where this connection was at. Especially like the heart is on fire. What was I talking about? Like the analogy of like the burning love, the heart on fire and flames. Like something about like, this person feels like a burning desire, but they know like I'm getting like they almost crumbled something to the ground. Cope, but in reverse this time. This come out for 3 readings in a row. But this is the first time it's in reverse. So somebody's actually stopped drinking like crazy. Or it's like been like doing better about their drinking. Like that was coming up crazy for like whoever I was really getting for like whoever was like really going through a very hard time emotionally. They were like going to the bottle to like kind of numb themselves out of this. And especially for this person having like this cognitive dissonance, their whole belief system and religious beliefs were all just may or may not have been wrong for the entirety of their existence. Like this person could not handle that. So they really were like driving to drink. Okay. Oh, I mean, please, please. Somebody having spiritual awakening. Who? The masculine. It's a man in that damn picture. Chaos, ego death, downward spiral, spiritual awakening. Like, yeah, this person literally was not or is, well, I'm going to say was because it was in reverse, but they were not coping very well with this spiritual awakening at all. And I feel like maybe that's what you don't like realize happened, especially if you haven't like seen this person in a while or talked to them, or you haven't really like checked in with them on like a deeper emotional level. What you're not aware of is like this heartbreak, although they did initially go to drinking, partying, and old habits and, you know, regular cycles, it did ultimately like shatter something open within their heart and touch like as far as their soul. And I feel like people don't like appreciate how significant that is to like wake somebody up into awareness of like fucking all of this. Like, wow, you don't have to live your entire life in fear and do shit you don't fucking want to do. Insane. So anyway, we can you guess what card it is? Can anybody guess? Like just one guess about what topic of card that just fucking showed up. We have legal matters. Something going on with the justice system, doing something right, doing something the right time around, doing the right thing this time. But this it says divorce, property, criminal, paternity, child support, traffic ticket. So this does suggest to me maybe somebody did get in trouble in some type of way. Like somebody might be actually dealing with like actual legal matters or like having to deal with some like something that has to do with some like seriousness. Happily single. So somebody's out here enjoying their life to the best of their abilities, doing you, dating, stress free, setting goals, career focused. I also do kind of get the feeling that maybe this person or you are kind of like throwing yourself into the career to like distract yourself from like thinking about it too often. Well, I mean, that's much better than like drinking and doing goddamn drugs. So, I mean, who's really blaming anybody? But I do also kind of feel like, especially if it is like the masculine energy that's like giving off that energy, it's kind of giving me more like, I mean, with the darkness of the rest of these cards, it's kind of a front. Like they'll probably be like pretending like everything is fine. And now like that, it's a nervous smile, not forgiveness. Also, maybe be them a little bit, where they're just kind of nervous, but they don't really know how to like act. Yeah, we have shady, moving on, letting go, loving you free, and memories. How do I want to set these up? Okay, we'll put memories up there. So one, I do feel like someone here, and I did put those under love letters. So I feel like someone here is like reminiscing about you heavily. I don't know if I even showed you the damn card, my bad. But someone here is like reminiscing heavily. We have a man here in glasses. I don't know why I want to note that. Like he's not trying to look at the pictures just in regular focal vision. He needs bifocular vision. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't know, that just gives me the vibe like somebody damn near like I don't know why I'm saying like binoculars. This is taking me somewhere else. Like I'm seeing somebody looking at somebody's social media accounts. Like the glasses aren't regular glasses to me. The glasses are magnifying glasses. It's a lens. It's like giving me like somebody trying to see details while hiding because we have this shady back here. But yeah, this man's like looking through old Polaroids, going through memories. Oh, it does show a little cat on there. When I say something about bratty, something about bratty. Somebody could be somebody's little kitty cat. I don't know. But I just heard like a high pitched beeping. I mean, high pitched ringing. This though, shady, moving on, letting go, loving you. For one, this I mean, especially with the mask on. Like I was looking at the glasses on him, where the glasses are like somebody wanted to focus on something, but then with the mask, that's somebody wanted to hide. It's almost like hiding their focus is what I'm getting. I mean, you could also see like maybe some people saw the feminine energy here. It's been a little shady since it is a feminine there, but I'm just kind of getting like whoever this person is that's like looking through these memories, they're hiding how they actually feel. Like this is like I said with that happily single, moving on, letting go, but then underneath that it says loving you. I mean, it could mean yeah, because it would have said loving yourself or self love. Could mean loving you free. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. I'll choose you in every life. I don't know. This just keeps giving me like this person's not. I even feel like the feminine here. Oh, the feminine here is the one who's trying to look like she's moving on, letting go, and living life, but really she's the one who's still loving you. We have popped the question. I mean, somebody could, be getting engaged, but I mean, given the context of this entire reading, I would guess not. You know, But this to me just says there's a question that somebody wants to ask you, or there's something that this person wants to get off their chest. We have that whole burning desire, burning heart. I just heard like burning roses for some reason. But like I just feel like there's something that this person wants to ask. We have goodbye behind that. My way, stubborn, arrogant, pride, selfish. Yeah, what is this shady? Letting go, loving you free. For anybody that hasn't heard, Oracle, emotional. Yeah. Running, please. Running. I thought the dynamic was done. So somebody else is running? Is the feminine running this time? Is that what this energy is? It's not a nervous smile. It's a nervous smile, not forgiveness. Somebody's like, give it up. Because we did have in the last reading, I can't remember if I posted it or not. But when the last readings, it was like the feminine was coming out with like this Queen of Swords reversed. Somebody being kind of petty a little bit, coming across as kind of a bully. And so I feel like maybe in a way, like the feminine energy ran from this when the masculine did whatever the fuck it is that they did that caused somebody to get into their life. Hold on, that energy. But I feel like it's yeah. I feel like where before the masculine was the one who was running. The masculine was the one who was trying to say that the feminine is this, the feminine is dark, the feminine is evil, the feminine is blah 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 blah. And now he's over here thinking of love letters to write, looking at old Polaroids and social media and pictures of you with bifocals on. Meanwhile, the feminine is now in the runner energy. And I don't think it's necessarily in a way of like, no, 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 I don't think you're bad for me. I mean, maybe for some people, but I just feel like it's more in a way of like, this is the mentality. I'm almost getting like self deception, like moving on, letting go. I do see loving you as self love, but I'm also getting this like somebody's like telling themselves, like, I'm better single. I'm just going to focus on my careers. I'm just going to focus on my goals. I'm letting you go. But that is also somebody lying to themselves, wearing a mask. I'm getting that that's the feminine. Shocking news back here. Thug, also in handcuffs. What is this deck trying to say to me? What's all this legal stuff? Feeling, anyway. What more about this shady free? Actually, no. One more about the shady free. Yeah, one more. Left you hanging, no closure, no contact, left on red. Yeah, I feel like this is why the family's running. Like, why would you want to invite yourself back into, more heartbreak, more sadness, whatever that is? But yes, final card, and then we'll do Magic 8 Ball pool. Okay. So someone that is crazy because that is the second time that sex addiction has come out for the final card. I don't understand that. I think maybe somebody here struggled with a sexual addiction. Maybe the masculine here struggled with a sexual addiction. Maybe that's why they was drinking and that's what led to this. I don't know. But maybe there's something about maybe this person didn't realize the connection. Somebody fucked up in some major ass way. Something to do with a sex addiction. Left you hanging. I feel like just like you were ready and waiting for a response and they kind of owed you one and knew that they did and they know that they left you hanging. So I feel like that's kind of why the feminine is here in this running energy. So yeah, self-love with the day. So anyway, for those in the chat, does anybody have a specific question that they want to ask for the Magic 8 Ball? While I'm trying to think of one based on this, like what would you want to know? Like, are they going to come forward? Are you going to accept them? Are you going to forgive them? I guess the first question I see is the one I'm going to ask relating to the reading. And if nobody has a question, then I'm going to make one up. And I'll ask the question for you. No problem. So I'll put that up there. But, yeah. Last segment of the night. Wow, I cannot believe I was on for an hour and a half. My God, I was so tired. Okay, so let's see. The next time you see this person, will you feel happier after the occurrence? Like, are you gonna leave with that sour taste in your mouth, or are they gonna leave you hanging again and leave you running, or are they actually gonna make you feel something worth feeling? Final one, final one, final one of the night. Magic 8 Ball. Maybe I should show you a little bit. Magic 8 Ball. Okay, so yeah. Are you gonna leave your next interaction with them feeling happy, satisfied, satiated in some way? I guess this is also answering your question. If you're going to connect again. Because that relates to if you do end up seeing them, will it be happy or no? I don't like that. Cannot predict now. Let me see if I can. I figured out a way to kind of do it before. Cannot predict now. No. Okay. Well, that leaves me. Yeah, that just kind of gives me the feeling like, yeah, the first card I looked at left you hanging. I'm not getting, yeah, I'm just getting like maybe you won't feel like the most. But like I was saying with the October 4 weeks love letters, there's something about this slowly building. I do want to pull just a few more since that was kind of like, oh, okay. Because the first time I used that, it was very specific and very positive. This time, yeah, I think it's just because this person doesn't even know what they want to do. So I feel like if it was more definitive, sure, but it's almost like they're still looking at memories, like they're thinking of the past. They're like looking at you as somebody already gone, and maybe you are. But I mean, yeah, from what I'm getting, like if you want this person to like actually know that you want them, I feel like you need to like, no matter how upset you are, it's a nervous smile, not forgiveness. Maybe smile a little bit at them to let them know that maybe you don't like entirely hate their guts. Okay, we got Virgo Nightmare. 5K races, December. Virgo nightmare. What is this? I just see throat chakra balanced first, heart chakra imbalanced, jealousy, abandonment, anger, bitterness, fear, rejection, envy, conditional love. Somebody needs to reach out to a friend, reach out to someone, spend time in nature with fresh air, and eat fresh green veggies. Yeah. God, where am I? Like, oh, the final damn four. Virgo, Capricorn. I mean, so more of this, like, earth sign energy. Somebody definitely is earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Heavy on Taurus. And now I guess additionally heavy on the Virgo. I don't know why that's the first one I saw. But nightmare on the back of that dream come true. That just makes me think like something about this is going to be going from like a nightmare to a dream come true. From the back of heart chakra imbalance, throat chakra balance. Somebody's able to speak clearly. Somebody's going from, heart chakra imbalance is this heartbreak energy, that is somebody feeling, whoa, it's me, and then remorse, something going from a nightmare to a dream come true. Literally, that card about the hollow earth. Somebody's been building up for this moment for a long ass time, and now it's finally here. So now, throat chakra, yeah, speaking your highest truth, communicating freely, maybe silent and intuitive. So maybe this person won't necessarily be like completely speaking out, like using actual words, but something about love letters. Like a letter is about some form of communication. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, speaking with authenticity, positive thoughts. I express myself authentically and clearly. My thoughts are positive and I am heard. Stones, aquamarine, lapis lazuli, and turquoise, and then oils, eucalyptus, and lavender. Interesting. So yeah, I feel like someone is transferring from like this heartbreak energy to like they've like healed a bit and like healed enough to be able to express themselves more clearly. Someone's going from it being like an absolute nightmare. Yeah, I feel like that's how it started. It was like, yeah, with judicial system, trouble with the law, somebody feeling like an imbecile. Now they have a new understanding. Like I feel like someone was an absolute like nightmare. It seemed like it was completely over. Like nobody knew what was going on. I do pray to Jesus, and I feel like you should also. And so I feel like somebody like had no idea what was going on in this connection, and so they were just like, "It's turning into a dream come true." The combination of, according to the rest of this, but something about Virgo season. Are we in Virgo season? Is this Virgo season right now? I think it is, isn't it? No, it's still Lib. No, it is Virgo season right now. Yeah. So literally right now, I feel like something is changing. Like as we speak, Virgo season as fuck. With that Capricorn energy, that's making me just once again think about this like setting goals, career focus. Somebody focusing on the career is like definitely helping to like. I just thought of like law of attraction kind of energy, like helping to bring this to fruition a little bit better. And so, yeah, it says my happiness was tied to you. Now you're gone. I feel nothing but despair. Yeah, this person's heartbroken. This is a crime scene. Yeah, they feel like you like completely slaughtered them, to put it mildly. But yeah, that is a lie for you today. And thank you. Also, thank you for commenting. And I have been saved. And thank you for all being here.